The next day at school felt like a glitch in the system. I kept checking my phone, not for messages, because obviously no one texts me, but to make sure it was still Wednesday and not some weird fever dream. I replayed Alyssa's words in my head on loop. You want to sit with us at lunch tomorrow? Us? As in her and the elite group of genetically blessed humans who always got the best table near the vending machine, where laughter was constant and snacks were passed around like royalty? I wasn't built for that world. I usually sat near the exit sign with two other quiet kids who never made eye contact. And I liked it there. It was safe. But here I was, tray in hand, heart thudding like I was going into battle. And then I saw her. Alyssa, already at the table waving at me like we were friends. I hesitated. My sneakers practically locked to the floor. Every table I passed gave me a glance like I had taken a wrong turn and needed a map back to irrelevance. When I finally reached the table, she patted the seat next to her. Hey, you came! I sat down like I was defusing a bomb. Yeah, hi. People were staring. Her friends, most of them smiling politely, one or two giving that what the hell look like they were trying to solve an equation. One of the guys, a dude from the basketball team, leaned in and whispered something to Alyssa. She just rolled her eyes and nudged his arm away. So, she said, ignoring the awkward air, what are you drawing today? I blinked. Right now? Yeah, she grinned. You always have your sketchbook, let me see. I hesitated. My sketchbook was personal, like a diary made of messy lines and half-finished thoughts. But I handed it over. She flipped through the pages slowly. I watched her eyes scan each one like she was reading between the lines. She stopped at a sketch I'd done of the school courtyard. This is really good, she said genuinely. You see stuff that no one else does. I didn't know what to say to that. Compliments weren't a language I spoke fluently. That's when the whispers started. Not from the table, from the other ones. I could feel them, the looks, the quiet judgment. Even a few phones held suspiciously low like people were sneak-snapping photos. One girl across the cafeteria openly mouthed, "Why him?" Alyssa noticed. She leaned closer, her voice low but firm. You know, it's kind of pathetic how people think I'm not allowed to talk to whoever I want. I stared at her. She wasn't embarrassed. She wasn't even flinching. You really don't care what they think? I asked. She turned toward me, her eyes locked on mine. I care about what I think, and I think you're interesting. That moment hit like a tidal wave. For the first time, someone didn't see me as invisible. She didn't see me as a project, a pity case, or a punchline. She just saw me. But as I glanced around the room again, I could tell this wasn't over. Not for me, not for her. Something had shifted, and it wouldn't go unnoticed. Comment for part 3.